Friends, countrymen, fellow degenerates, welcome back to this episode of Bets and Buds. We the Buds helping you cash your bets. I'm Jason Smoking Token.
I'm Bobby Light.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. We are entering week 6. How the hell did that happen so fast, brother?
I know. It's crazy.
Man, week 6. But
Third
you know
of
what?
the way through the season.
Let's just enjoy it while we got it. Let's enjoy it while we fucking got it. So to start this off, I went 8-6 last week against the spread.
Yeah.
6-8 against the money line. 10-4 over under. And I actually went 10-4 in my picks on my anytime touchdown scores for each game when I picked one anytime touchdown score. So you know what? The picture's kind of getting a little bit clearer, but you know what? It's the NFL, so we're still, the book is kicking ass like it usually does.
I guess in week 4, I must have seen the wrong broadcast or something, because I was basing that week 5 on hope and fantasy, I guess, because I went 6-7 on the spread.
Yeah, you know. You really got to shake.
6-7 on the over-under, or I'm sorry, 6-8 and 6-8, and then 7-7 on the money line. So I had a rough week, really rough week.
You know, the money line got me, which is surprising because I usually do well on the money line. But you know, there was a couple of upsets that the Titans had no business beating the Cardinals. No. I'll tell you that right now. So I mean, which most people took that loss. Crazy touchdowns. I mean, that's what you call that's bad news Bears football right there. What they did in that game. So I mean, it was what it was. But you know, the NFL season is heating up. It's getting exciting. Injuries are kicking in, but everybody's fighting through because they're dealing with all the same shit right now. All right, so let's go ahead and.
Okay, well, first off, the Blues actually start their season tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Well, it'd be today or the day after. They're starting off against the Wild. The roster is set. Hockey is kicked off. Actually, it kicked off last night. Mm-hmm. First game of the season. McDavid signs a 2-year extension with the Oilers to stay there for $12.5 million, like an Uber deal.
Oh, yeah. So everybody better be playing their ass off to get McDavid back.
I was expecting that, like 1 year for $25 million, and he's going too. So
I think because of that longevity that the hockey players have, I think he felt like he could risk it for at least 2 years.
Oh, he's still young.
Yeah,
too.
I mean, because was he 26?
Yeah, 27 maybe.
Yeah. So I mean, you might as well give him a chance. He probably has a good relationship with the head of front office to say, all right, let's give you guys a chance.
I'm sure he doesn't want to leave there. But.
Yeah, absolutely not. I mean, because once you get comfortable, you get your family settled, all that stuff. Because I mean, being a young dude, I don't know if he's married or not, has kids or that status, but hockey players, they usually don't disclose a whole lot of their off the ice stuff.
Right.
But let's Blues hockey's right here around the corner.
It started, baby. It started.
All right, let's go Blues. All right, so let's go and dive into the college football schedule and what's some of the important games going into this week. So we got Ohio State versus Illinois. So that game is in Illinois. Yep. Ohio State's the number 1 team in the country. They're ranked 17th in the Illinois is ranked 17th in the country.
Yep.
They got blown out earlier by Indiana. They got some coverage secondary issues there. Ohio State really looks stout as far as Ohio State is Ohio State. And
they should have no problem winning.
They shouldn't have any problem. I mean, I think that was a 14.5 point spread on this game. I see no problem with Ohio State covering that. If Illinois puts up a little bit of a fight, maybe a backdoor cover, I can see them covering that late. Next up, you got Alabama versus Mizzou.
Yes.
That game in Columbia.
It's a big game for Mizzou right
This
here.
is probably the biggest game in Eli Drinkowitz's career right now, because if he wins this, he's got a clear-cut look at the playoffs right now if he can beat Alabama. Coming off a big win against Vandy and the week before against Georgia. If they can pull this off, Mizzou, this will probably be one of the biggest wins in program history.
It probably would go down as the win in program history.
Outside of when they beat Oklahoma.
As long as they would keep it up.
Outside of when they beat Oklahoma, when Oklahoma was number 1 in the country.
True, that is true. Because Mizzou got that sniff at number 1.
Yes, exactly. They had a week where they were number 1 in the country.
And then they went and got blown out in the next game.
Yeah, exactly. Doing Mizzou things. But Mizzou is 3-point dogs in this game here. Alabama's ranked 8th in the country. Mizzou's ranked 14th. So it's going to be an exciting game there down in Columbia. All right, next up we got Oklahoma versus Texas. Now, this isn't going to be necessarily an exciting matchup because we got Materas out, the quarterback for Oklahoma. Right. They say he's going to try and play, but broken hand 2 weeks ago. Don't see it likely that they're going to try and push him into the game. They're just giving Texas that prospect. Texas looks like dog shit.
Bad.
They look horrible. Arch Manning looks bad. The offensive line looks bad. They can't run the ball. Receivers are getting no separation. Defense looks actually quite disappointing, too, because DJ Lagway looked good last week when he hasn't really looked this good all season long. So let's see with that. But it's the Red River rivalry, so you got to see. I mean, there's always going to be...
it could all...
That's always a toss-up in that game there because, you just never know. It gives a little extra hype for those young kids. All right, next up you got Indiana versus Oregon. That's where College Game Day is going to be this week. So
that's a big game.
Indiana's number 7 in the country. Oregon's ranked number 3. Oregon is it's a home game for them, obviously, and they're going to be 7.5 point favorites at home there.
Right,
7.5 point favorites for Oregon. And I forgot to mention with Texas. Texas is actually 1.5-point favorites without having Mateer at quarterback.
Really?
Yes. So which I don't
even with as bad as
I would take that all day long.
I mean, that's your home field advantage. Right
that's a home field advantage, but I would take Oklahoma all day long in that game. All right, but so Indiana versus Oregon, that's going to be a tight matchup right there. We'll see what Indiana can do going out there. If they can match up with the big dogs. They look like they're knocking at the door of being there. Especially right now, Penn State's out of the way with that big loss against UCLA
they were
last
in the
week.
playoffs last year. So
yeah, so I mean,
right.
this could be a big one for them, or at least if they keep it close, they can keep their playoff hopes alive.
Yeah.
All right, then the last game that I had on my slate is Michigan versus USC. USC's a one-loss team. Michigan's a one-loss team. USC fell out of the top 25 rankings though last week with the loss they had. And
losing to the Bruins.
Yeah, they lost to the Bruins. I mean, no, that was Penn State that lost to the Bruins.
Oh, that's right.
USC lost to who the hell they lose to? I think it was Illinois. Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. But so Michigan lost. Michigan's number 15 in the country. USC is actually 2.5-point favorites. So going in this game. Okay. I guess with it being a home game, I think there's probably a little bit of the home game juice there.
So both the teams that fell out were Big Ten teams? Because Penn State, no, they didn't fall out.
Penn State did too.
Did they fall out
Penn State fell out too. Yeah, Penn State, Texas, and USC.
Wow.
Yeah, they both fell out. So I mean, like all three of those teams fell out. So and Penn State, so Texas was number 1 in the country starting out the season.
Yeah, starting out the
season.
Penn
State was number 2, and so both of them were out of the top 25 by week 6 of the college football season. So. That's that college football slate going in this week. That's why I don't bet on college kids, because that shit is wild and crazy, and that's what happens there. All right, so let's kick off this Thursday night slate here. We got the Eagles at the Giants. Who do you like in this one, Bobby?
Division game.
Yeah, division game.
I mean, the Giants, obviously, they won 2 weeks ago, but then they come out and look really bad, and Jackson Dart looked like a rookie quarterback. Right. It happens. The Eagles, they just still haven't been able to put that whole game together yet at all. I mean, they found ways to lose. They found ways to win. But I'll take the 7 points for the Giants. Give me the under 40.5, but I like the Eagles to win this one outright.
Okay, so I had 7.5 for the Eagles. So for me, I would like to say that the Giants can cover this, but I'm going with the Eagles to cover this 7.5 points. I feel like it's going to be a 10-point game by the time it's all said and done. Eagles obviously to win. And I like the over at 40.5 more because the Eagles than it is the Giants. You got Saquon going back into MetLife Stadium there, so you got a little bit of motivation there. Eagles coming off their first tough loss against the Broncos there too as well. So for me, I think the Eagles might kind of win this on a runaway, type of thing. And I'll explain this later on. All my parlay is based on all Eagles activity, nothing to do with the Giants. Basically because Malik Neighbors is out of the game, and the biggest vulnerability that the Eagles had on defense was in their secondary. And right now, when you don't really have a burner like Malik Neighbors...
No, because Wayndale Robinson, he's a slot guy.
Yeah, and he's not a burner. He's a possession guy, and the Eagles got players to match up with him in that range. So that's where I'm leading to on that one. Next up, we got the aforementioned Broncos at the Jets. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. The anytime touchdown score in that Eagles-Giants game is going to be Jalen Hurts. Give me Jalen Hurts getting the end zone, yes. All right, so the Broncos at the Jets. That's a home game for the Jets. The Jets looked terrible against the Cowboys last week. They've looked terrible against everybody outside of the Steelers in week 1. I'm going to go back to what I've said a long time ago. Justin Fields is not an NFL starting quarterback. He is not. He will be a backup at some point if he wants to keep his career going after this season.
Turn to receiver or something.
Turn into a skilled player. I mean, he's going to have to do something as far as he wants to keep his career going and be productive, because everything I watch of him is the same thing over and over again. He can't read defenses. He holds on to the ball too long because he can't read defenses. Right. He has a hell of an arm, but he's big and he's fast. So right now, I think you got to move him to a different position at some point, but that's going on to next season. I like the Broncos to cover that 7 points, given the win there. I like the under at 43.5, more because of the Jets, not because of the Broncos.
Not because of the Broncos. Well, I'm just going. Even the Cowboys, as bad as their defense was, they shut them down for 3 quarters, and then what was it, 37-3, and they let them score 17 points in the fourth quarter.
I mean, that's going to happen.
Stuff like that's going to happen. That's why I'll take the Broncos -7, but give me the over in this one.
Okay, you like the over?
Yep.
And then I like J.K. Dobbins as my anytime touchdown scorer for this game.
Cortland Sutton's been balling.
Oh, yeah, he's been balling like crazy. As long as he stays healthy, he's a top receiver in the league. I mean, if he hasn't had some of the injury issues he's had, he could easily be pushing for a top 5 receiver in the NFL, for sure. All right, next up we got the Browns at the Steelers. The Browns who traded Joe Flacco today to the Bengals.
Joe Flacco away.
But they started Dylan Gabriel last week. He looked good enough to whatever.
Yeah, he didn't look bad. Didn't commit any major fouls.
Yes, he looked good enough outside a couple batted balls, but that happens, with the NFL. They just worry about that with his height a little bit. The Browns are 5.5-point dogs going to Pittsburgh, coming off of the bye this week. So Pittsburgh should be healthy, should be refreshed, game plan ready to go. I like the Browns though to cover this 5.5 points, but the Steelers to get that win in Pittsburgh, and I like the over at 38.5.
Like the over. I will take the under in this one just because that Browns defense is really good, and I know Pittsburgh is coming off the bye week. But that Browns defense is legit.
Yeah, that Browns defense is good. So the only reason why I could see the under hit is if during the bye week, I just have to see what the Pittsburgh Steelers defense looks coming out of the bye. If they can fix some of those little mistakes.
That they are.
Yeah, because it wasn't like they've been getting dominated necessarily per se. They just seemed like a lot of assignment issues going early on in the season. And then give me my anytime touchdown score for this game being DK Metcalf. Okay. DK Metcalf. All right, next up we got the Chargers at the Dolphins. Who do you like in this one, Bobby?
Oh, give me the Chargers to win this one all the way. But the Chargers are not looking that cohesive on offense now. And then you've got Hampton that just went on the IR. Right. So you've got
both of your top running backs are out.
Pretty much two untested guys. And Vladdy and...
it was Vladdy who was there last year.
Hemmings, something.
Something
like that.
Who cares?
But you really, I know they're the practice squad guys, basically.
Essentially.
If your two guys were healthy. So I like the Chargers still to win this game. They're a better team, better run team. But give me the under 44, and I'll take the 4.5 points from Miami.
Okay. All right, see, I like the 4.5 points right now for the Chargers to cover that, win the game, and I like the over at 43.5. I just see that after two bad performances, I can see the Chargers coming out really, really strong, especially this game right here where they got both top running backs out, so they're going to have to put the ball in the air a little bit. Dolphins haven't really shown anything that they can put any resistance against anybody defensively. When you had a 17-point lead against the Panthers and you can turn around and lose that game,
wow.
That just shows morale looks really pretty low. All the way around. And they give me Quinton Johnston.
Yeah, he had a rough game the other day against Washington.
Yeah, Quentin Johnson.
He had a rough game.
Yeah, he had a rough game, but I can see him get a bounce back here for finding his way in the end zone for anytime touchdown score. All right, next up we got the Patriots at the Saints. Big win for the Patriots in the Buffalo last week against the Bills.
Huge win.
Win.
I blame it on them terrible jerseys the Bills were wearing.
Yeah, maybe it was the jerseys, and maybe who knows. I think just right now, I think the Patriots are kind of coming togetger. Drake May look damn good.
Vrabel's got them humming right now.
Yeah, Drake May look damn good. The Saints with a big win against the Giants. I think we both called that though last week. I saw the anointing oil coming off the Giants as far as them actually getting to move forward and actually beat the Saints. So I think we both called that game. Got just Rattler got his first win.
He did. He's 1-10 now. He was going to join like an elite list of quarterbacks that have started 0-11.
Yeah,
Troy Aikman being one of them.
Right, exactly. So Spencer Rattler got his first win there. But I like the Patriots to cover this. I have 3.5 points for them. I like them to cover and win, and I like the under at 45.5.
We're a total agreement on that one.
All right.
Yeah, as good as the Saints looked as good as they looked. They pulled off a victory. Kudos to them. I just New England's
a lot of picks. Better. Yeah, a lot of picks, a lot of fumbles by the Giants too last week. And then give me Stephon Diggs as an anytime touchdown scorer. He's been having a hot hand. Multiple 100-yard games. I think he's going to find the end zone this week.
It burned me.
Yeah, I think he's going to find the end zone this week. All right, so the next up, we got the Seahawks at the at the Jaguars. I'm sorry. Seahawks at the Jaguars. Hell of a game with the Seahawks and Buccaneers last week. It was a hell of a shootout. Who do you like in this one, Bobby?
I called Jacksonville beating Kansas City last week. I think they're really starting to come together now, too. Yeah. So give me Jacksonville to hold serve. I know Seattle had a tough loss, and they put up a lot of points against that Tampa Bay defense. But they are flying all the way across the country, going to Florida, down in that Florida heat. And I like Jaguars to win this at home. Give me the under 47.5 and Jaguars to cover.
See, I like the under. I have it at 46.5. But I actually think the Seahawks are going to get a bounce-back game here on this one right here. The Seahawks got a pretty good defense. Baker played one hell of a game. Probably one of the best games any quarterback played in the NFL this season last week.
It's crazy.
The passes, the balls he was throwing.
Right now.
Oh, man. But it goes back to last year. Like I said, he won me my fantasy championship last year. He essentially did. And so, Baker is on a mission. He's a fucking dog. Like, if you saw the little clip, there's a historic fan in Seattle that talks shit to the players coming out as they're coming out of the tunnel. And then on the way out, Baker made sure he turned and pointed to him and like, fuck you, type of thing. So, he's just got that type of dog in him. So, I like Seattle to go into Jacksonville and pick up this victory here. Yes, and obviously cover that 1.5 points.
And you like the under?
Yes, we both agree on the under. All right, so next up we got the Cardinals at the Colts. Cardinals with a horrible, demoralizing victory.
This one is the early game on Sunday.
This
is the 8:30 game there.
No. The Broncos and Jets are the early game. Yeah, Broncos and Jets an early game. That's the international game this week.
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, Broncos and Jets are the international game because the Colts.
I read that wrong.
Yeah, Colts have no primetime action this year. So
none
far.
whatsoever.
No primetime action at all right now. They'll probably get flexed into it later in the season, I'd imagine, if they stay on this trajectory. So yeah, the Cardinals, who had a horrible loss against Tennessee, who's probably the worst team in football. You get any and everything that could have gone wrong for the Cardinals. I mean, you got Kyler Murray getting hit with a ball in the face on a snap. You got a fumble by the running back at the end zone, dropping the ball. Hey, guys, when you cross the goal line,
stop to
hang on to the ball till you hit the paint. Right. I mean, especially when you're in NFL.
Set the damn thing on the touchdown.
Slam that bitch down on the ground, like right there as you cross the goal. Like if you want to get it out of your hands like that, but. I mean, again, guys, if this is the NFL, man, it's hard to score touchdowns. I get
2 weeks in a row.
I get it. Most of you guys have scored touchdowns the majority of your life, but this is the NFL. Who knows if you're going to get back in there again? You just don't know when and if you will.
That whole thing on the sideline. Do you think he hit him?
Gannon definitely hit him. You couldn't see him around Big Boy, but he definitely hit him. He got fined $100,000 from the league.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he definitely hit him. So
good on him for holding his temper to McCarthy.
Oh, yeah. Well, after making that mistake, he couldn't do that. He couldn't go PJ Carlismo Latrell speed rail on him.
Choking him out.
Because he would definitely been out the league.
I remember that. What did he get suspended? 50 games?
Oh, yeah. It was something like that. It was definitely at least half the season, whatever stretch that was. With that being said, though, I like the Colts to cover this game, 6.5 points at home, win the game outright. And I like the over at 47.5.
Okay, I'll take the 7 points for Arizona, but we're in agreement on the other two.
Okay. All right, next up we got the Rams. Oh, I'm sorry, my anytime touchdown score for the Seahawks-Jaguars game was Travis Etienne. The Cardinals and Colts game, give me Jonathan Taylor. All right, and then the Rams at the Ravens. Rams at the Ravens. It's a game at home. The Ravens are spiraling downward horribly. Whoa. Rams have had a couple tough losses, games they could have won, should have won. Lost the game, but they still look a good, solid football team. I got 7.5 point favorite. I got 7.5 point dogs for the Ravens at home. Who do you like in this one?
I think that the Rams are playing much better football than Baltimore right now. Absolutely. Baltimore's in disarray. Are they going to force Jackson back early?
I don't think so because they have a bye.
Cooper Rush looked terrible.
Yeah, 3 picks in that game. So, but the Ravens have a bye after this week. So I think you almost have to hold serve and say. Hopefully we can pull off a victory. But
1-5, and oof.
You know what? Let's go for it. Then at this point, then let's go on a run. We got the 2-time MVP on our team. Hopefully we get some more defensive players back after coming off of that bye, and they get rejuvenated.
Yeah, because I've got the Rams winning this in Baltimore. Give me the over 44.5 and the Rams to cover that.
You like the Rams to cover? Yeah. So I like the Ravens to somehow pull off the cover in this game, just because it's a home game for them. They'll put up a little bit better of a fight. They just got a little bit too much Raven pride, in my opinion. I think the Rams will win this game because it's a 7.5 point. If it wasn't 7.5, with having that hook on it, that's the only reason why I like them to cover. But I like the Rams to go ahead and win out this outright, and I like the over at 44.5.
Yep.
Because the Ravens have given up the most points in the league.
Yeah,
all
they
season
have.
long.
The Rams should be able to move the ball, no problem.
Yes, and then I like Kyron Williams as my anytime touchdown scorer for this game. All right, next up we got the Cowboys at the Panthers. Cowboys with a big win up there in New York.
Surprising 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1. You know, right now they can go through. They get over 500 right now. They get this game against the Panthers, who should not have won against the Dolphins.
No.
The Cowboys, if their defense keeps kind of progressing, they looked a lot better last week. They're the 3-point favorites going into Carolina. Yep. I like the Cowboys to cover that and get the win. And then give me the under, I'm sorry.
Oh, you like the under?
Yeah, at 49.5. That's just a lot of points right there. And, I can see it happening, but...
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, but give me the over.
You like the over?
I like the over in this one.
Like the over? Yeah, I like the under just because I can see it.
I can see 40-10, 40-13, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that too, but I can also see him falling a little bit short of that 49.5. All right, next up we got the Titans at the Raiders, 2 pathetic football teams right now who are not looking good, searching for identity, searching for some character. 2 coaches that might not be there next year because, right now, both teams are in total.
You think Carroll could be one and done?
And I'm sorry, in the Cowboys game, I like George Pickens for anytime touchdown score.
Do you think Carroll could be one and done?
Very possibly.
I mean, he's 75 years old.
At that age, with the failed experiment of Geno Smith, right now, because
unless
there's
league in picks,
unless there's a hell of a turnaround, I think Geno's pretty much done. He's collected all the paychecks. Thank God for him that he revived his career the way he did, was able to get paid. But because I think that pretty much is exhausted all of it. Like, he's hit his ceiling. I
mean, they're stuck with him. Who do they even have? Who's behind them?
Kenny Pickett.
Oh,
right. Yeah, they got Kenny Pickett. But again, depending on how high they get up in the draft this year, they can find somebody to draft.
True.
So, there's a lot of things they can do to make moves there. The Titans are 5.5-point dogs going into Vegas.
I got 4.5.
You like 4? You got 4.5.
Yep.
Well, with the 5.5, I like the Titans to cover that. I like the Raiders to go ahead and get the win in this game, though. Find a way to pull it out just because the Titans are so bad.
And give you the under?
Yep, I like the under at 4.5.
We're in total agreement on that one.
And then I like Ashton Genty to be anytime touchdown scorer in this game. Part of the thing that's hurt the Raiders a lot, I think, is Brock Bowers being out and not being healthy.
Oh yeah, it's hurting me in fantasy. It's killing me.
That affected their passing game a lot for what Geno likes to do on offense. I mean, he really likes to he likes to work that middle of the field a lot, and I mean that's really hurting him tremendously. All right, so next up we got the 49ers at the Buccaneers. 49ers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Speaking of those Buccaneers, we've been talking about Baker. He's on a mission. You're right. He is on a mission, and his rapport with Mbuka is ridiculous so far.
He is
because they're just not hitting dinks and dunks; they're hitting bombs.
I saw a stat today, so he's the only receiver that has more than one pass over 50 yards. He has, I want to say, 7 catches over 25 yards right now. And Mbuka is, I mean, he's going nuts, man.
He is stellar. He is going stellar nuts right now.
Who do you like in this one?
This is the crazy part about this, though. Tampa Bay is 4-1 right now. Their point differential is +3, and they've led a football game for a grand total 4 wins. They've led on the season for 1 minute and 2 seconds.
Yep,
and they're 4-1.
Yeah, but you know what? That's how you get it done.
It's absolutely. It's like the Chiefs of what last year? Or was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, that was
the
last
Chiefs
year.
last year.
That was last
where
year.
They had 12 games decided, by a touchdown or field goal.
But you know what? Right now, like. Do you doubt for 1 second when Baker gets the ball at the end of the game if he's going to go down and win it? And Chris Godwin isn't all the way fully back yet. Bucky Irvin's out still with injury. Mike Evans gets back in that lineup. The Buccaneers are going to be a problem.
They're going to be a problem. That's with that being said, though, I like San Francisco to go in and steal this game down there.
Do you?
Yes.
See, I don't.
This is my upset of the week.
See, they're just so beat up. Like the Niners are. The Niners are so beat up, and they still got to get some guys back.
They should.
There might be some quarterback controversy. Mac Jones is looking really good right now. Oh, I mean, I think so, man. Mac Jones, because I mean, like Kyle Shanahan liked Mac Jones coming out of the draft.
That is true.
He looks really good right now. But I like the Buccaneers to actually go in there, cover the 3 points, get the win. Okay. I like the over at 47.5.
I like the over as well.
And then give me Cade Otton for your anytime touchdown scorer in this game.
Oh, I haven't heard his name in a while.
Yeah, Cade Otton, I think, is going to find the end zone there. All right, so next up, we got the Bengals at the Packers. The Bengals who just picked up Joe Flacco.
Yeah, just picked up Joe Flacco. Said they're going to start him this week.
Yeah.
He's already been confirmed as the starter.
Oh, I mean, they got to. I mean,
Browning has been really bad.
And he's already played the Packers and beat them once. Right. So, I mean, let's go ahead and might as well throw him in there and see what happens.
I mean, I really don't see Cincinnati winning this game. Yeah. But with that, I'll take the 14 points for Cincinnati.
I got him at 14.5. And this is what I hate about not having the book here now, because I guarantee you by Saturday it's going to probably be down by like about at least 12.5, if not 11. So, but right now, yes, I would take the Bengals to cover the 14.5, Packers to win that game, and then give me the over at 43.5.
Yep, I like that.
I need him to break out T. Higgins because right now nobody else.
Chase Brown, I need any kind of just so they're not keying up on him.
The offensive line is just so bad though. That's a problem, man. And
it's killing me.
Yeah, so they got to start hitting some bombs to get that to open up that running game. It's because the offensive line is not going to do it for them. And then give me Josh Jacobs as your anytime touchdown scorer in this game. I almost feel like that's the lock of the week as far as anytime touchdown scorer. That's a pretty good one. All right, next up, I got the Lions and the Chiefs. That's a Sunday night game. That's going to be a huge matchup. Chiefs coming off a rough loss against the Jaguars. Lions are rolling at 4-1 right now. Lions beat them in the opener last year, and they look like they're looking good after they lost that first game against the Packers. Who do you like in this, Bob?
Well, right now I like Detroit to win this game. Kansas City just looks so dysfunctional.
They do.
Even because if you go back and look at the the Skyview player, all 22.
All 22, yeah.
Look at Chris Jones.
Oh yeah, that last play, but Trevor
he
Lawrence,
gives up.
He fell twice.
Yeah,
and he's just standing.
He's standing there watching.
If he had gave even 60% effort right there, Trevor Lawrence would not have scored on that play. If he had just gave 60%, he gave 0 effort on that play.
Maybe the Chiefs are just tired.
I mean, you got to think that's a lot of.
It's a lot of extra football.
Yeah, that's a lot of extra football. I mean, they've got at least a whole season's worth of football that's been played in the playoffs in the last probably 4 seasons.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's a whole extra season of playoffs. I mean, football that they played.
They just look so discombobulated right now. Like nothing. Like, yeah, they broke out on offense a little bit last week.
Right.
But it was against the Jaguars.
Right.
You know?
And the Jaguars defense is very good and opportunistic, leads the league in turnovers.
Yes. So I like Detroit to win this game. Give me the over in Detroit. I'll take the 2 points.
We're in total agreement. I got 2.5. I like the over. The over I got is 52.5. What'd you get it at?
52.5.
Yep. So we got the same over and under. And then give me Amon-Ra St. Brown to give me anytime touchdown score. All right. So now we got another Monday night doubleheader. You know what? I don't mind that because that's how I hit a parlay last week. They got picked a couple players. Yeah, kind of mix and match like the players there on this one. So we got the Bills and the Falcons. The Bills coming off of a very disappointing loss.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
Falcons coming off of a bye from last week. This game is in Atlanta. For me, I got 4.5 for the Bills. I like the Bills to cover that 4.5, get a win on the bounce back, get right game.
Yes.
And give me the over at 48.5
like
on that one. Yeah,
okay.
I like the over at 48.5, and I like Josh Allen to get that anytime touchdown score for the Bills.
I like the under in this one. That's the only thing we disagree on.
All right, so the last one here, we got a rematch of the last year debacle here with the Bears and Commanders when we had that Hail Mary.
Yeah, the Hail Mary.
Yeah, the Hail Mary that pretty much like sent both teams in opposite directions. You said the Commanders going this way, the Bears went that way. Pretty much instantly after that game. The Bears
were
5-2.
5-2.
They were 5-2 and lost the rest of their games after that
right.
point. And then you watch the Commanders went in and they run the rest of their games. But with that, with this game here, I think it's going to be a much better contested battle because Ben Johnson isn't going to tolerate that shit. Right. I think he set the tone for that team. Anybody does some bullshit like that on this Bears team, they're out of here. So, but I do like the Bears to cover the 4.5 points. I like the Commanders to pull off the victory. Give me the under at 49.5.
We agree on that one.
All right, so we got a total agreement on that one. You got any parlays for us?
Yes, I do. So I've got a 4-way going. Give me Smith and Jigba anytime touchdown. Pacheco over 30 yards rushing. Gibbs anytime touchdown, and Bijan Robinson over 26.5 yards receiving for plus 1,003.
Nice. That's a safe pick as far as the Bijan over 26.5. I like that one a lot. All right, so give me so what I got here is just for the Thursday night game. I'm sticking with that one until I get the rest of the odds going on for this week. All right, so we're gonna give me Jalen Hurts over 30 yards rushing against the Giants. Saquon Barkley over 16 yards receiving. Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown. Dallas Goedert 3+ receptions, and then the Eagles money line to hit. That's at plus 548. Plus 548.
Really? All that was only plus 548?
Yep, plus 548,
no
brother. Yep.
It was tough finding them.
No, you know what? I told you, I'm going safe picks.
I'm not.
All right,
pick of the week.
We got Director Dave's dumbass pick of the week. We got Eagles money line.
Barkley anytime. Scatterboo anytime.
Hurts 200 plus passing yards. Hurts anytime touchdown. Then Devontae Smith
plus 60.
60 yards receiving. 2,802 yards. That's a lot of action for a 40.5 point over under. But that's why it's a Director Dave dumbass pick. Let's see what happens.
They were hard to find.
Oh yeah, they were tough. You had to go hunting for this one. That's why I kind of went with something that was a little low range. I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna go for this, it's gonna be a little high value.
Yeah, I thought my 1,000 was pushing it.
Yeah, high probability. So. Yeah, that's we're up in week 6, baby. That season's rolling by.
Yes, it is.
Big shout out to Director Dave keeping us up on the 1s and 2s. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Add to the comment section. Shout out to True on the Track for blessing us with these beats. I'm Jason Smoking Token.
I'm Bobby Light.
We'll see you next week.
Peace.